Okay, Matt and Josh sell comics. Some bigger news, I guess. So we're just going to include this all at once. Some
Yeah.
TV news, some Miles Morales news. Um,
News.
I forget. Do you have a PlayStation 5?
I don't. I have
Oh,
a PlayStation 4 original.
oh, so you won't be playing Spider-Man 2.
No.
I plan to play Spider-Man 2, but I'm currently playing Starfield, and there's a lot of hockey going on, so I'm not playing a lot. I'm only like
You
still
have a P-
15 hours into Starfield since it came out. Like I'm like it's fun, but it'll take me a while to finish that, and then I'll move on to Spider-Man 2. Apparently,
you
it's
have a
one of the,
PS5?
I do.
What?
Didn't I tell you that story?
I don't think so.
Okay, off topic.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
before God of War Ragnarok came out, I was across the river in the States,
Mm.
and I went to Gordon's Food Service to get some stuff for groceries, and then there's Best Buy beside it, so I said, "Fuck it, let's go into Best Buy and see what they have."
Okay.
So I was walking around, and I went to the video game section, and they didn't have any consoles there. It's like, whatever. So as I'm walking out, there's a display case that had a Switch in it, an Xbox Series X, and a PS5. And I just thought they were for display, right? Like they're empty boxes that you just, right?
Of course.
So as I'm walking out, the cashier's like, "Oh, did you find everything you were looking for today?" I'm like, "Oh no, I'm good." And then I turn around, I'm like, "Are those real? Those real? Are they in the box there? Are those for sale?" She's like, yeah." I'm like, "Oh." So it was a digital PlayStation that I wanted to get anyways. I didn't care about disc. So I bought the last one they had that was in the display case.
Did you get a display case discount? Those are always nice.
No, I did not know.
Damn.
There was no discount. But
Damn.
and I had to pay duty on it
Close.
when I brought it back. But they were still scarce at the time, so it was worth it. Because I had a PlayStation for when God of War came out.
It's pretty. It's pretty.
Which, ironically enough, I'm wearing my God of War T-shirt today, so I didn't. Okay. There's a report that Miles Morales will finally be coming to live-action Spider-Man. We first heard that Sony might be planning a live-action Miles Morales movie around the time Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse swung into theaters. The project is said to be moving forward. It was probably.
I'm surprised it took this long. That's all I have to say. I'm honestly surprised that it took this long. I don't know. That's it.
It's probably only a matter of time given the massive success and popularity of the Spider-Verse animated movies. We're now hearing that a live-action Miles Morales film is moving forward at Sony Pictures. Producer Amy Pascal indicated that there were tentative plans in place during an interview around the time Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was about to swing into theaters. "You'll see all of it," she said when asked about the prospect of Miles making the jump to a live action. "It's all happening." It's very
Wow.
almost famous-ish. It's all happening.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly a direct response to the question, but insider Daniel Rickman via Patreon is now claiming that the project is officially in development. Again, this shouldn't really come as a surprise. The studio is still determined to forge ahead with its Sony Spider-Man universe, despite Morbius box office failings and an overall lack of enthusiasm from fans. The Venom movies did perform pretty well, despite being terrible movies. However, I added that part. However, and there does seem to be at least some interest in Kraven the Hunter following the release of the first trailer. Yeah, I mean, I liked the trailer for Kraven.
Yes.
But we'll see.
It was. It was all right.
Listen,
Yeah.
there was some face ripping and nose ripping going on, wasn't there?
No, that was very great.
Yeah.
It was very great. They just. Yeah.
Madam Web and a third Venom movie are also on the way, although we recently learned that El Muerto, a Spider-Man spin-off starring Bad Bunny as a titular luchador, has been scrapped.
Scrap.
Is the plan to introduce Miles as the SSU's Spidey and leave Tom Holland, Peter Parker for the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I mean, that makes financial sense, I would think, for Sony.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's certainly one possibility, although rumors persist that Holland will cross paths with Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock and his symbiote pal on the big screen at some point. Sure, I would hazard a guess that the last time Sony and Marvel made a deal on Spider-Man, which was after the second Spider-Man movie, right?
I think so. Yeah.
They had to make a deal on 3. That they put in that they will get a cameo at some point to boost their Venom movies or something, or their SSU.
Yeah.
it'll probably be a while before we get any solid updates on the Miles Morales project, but a barrage of news is expected to land as soon as SAG-AFTRA strikes wrap up, which doesn't seem like there's any end in sight. Be sure to let us know what you think of this rumor.
First off, sorry, actually,
Yes.
I thought there was an end in sight. I thought that today was possibly there was possibly a resolution that was going to happen. Yeah, I may be wrong, but
I hadn't seen that today.
Okay,
I did
I'll
see
have to check.
someone complaining about Megan Fox dressing up as the girl from Kill Bill because the union told the actors not to dress up as characters from TV shows and movies for Halloween.
Yeah, but I thought it was ones that they were connected to.
Well,
I thought it was like
Megan
ones
Fox,
that they had already done.
Megan Fox is not connected to Kill Bill.
No, she's not. And how old is Kill Bill anyway? Isn't it like already past like 20 years or
97, 98?
Kill Bill?
Was it? I don't know.
Are you insane? That's old. No, it's like
2003. I was only 4 years away.
Yeah, no, I was going to say
it's 2013.
No, I was going to say it was early 2000s, like at the beginning.
Listen, when you're as old as I am, dates kind of get
when
fuzzy.
You're as young as you mean.
Yeah.
And Kill Bill Volume 2 was literally the year after. Holy shit.
2004. It's still very, you know what? It's still very strange for that time. Remember when the scene with all the Yakuza had to be black and white because theaters didn't want to show or they were afraid of the blood and violence.
The blood.
It's such an antiquated way of looking at things at this point in this day and age.
By the way, it is 20 years old. Kill Bill 1 is 20 fucking years old. So isn't that limitation, the statute of limitations up? It's been 20 years.
Yeah.
Megan Fox, smarter than all of us.
Okay. DareDevil Born Again finds a new showrunner and former Punisher scribe adds Loki directors. So we have a savior, boys and girls.
Thank the Lord. Holy shit.
The Hollywood Reporter has learned that Marvel Studios has found a new showrunner for DareDevil Born Again, enlisting Dario Scardapane.
Yes, it's a very tough last name.
Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, which Jack Ryan wasn't really Jack Ryan, but it was fluffy action, I guess. And John Krasinski's always fun to watch, so I don't know. We enjoyed it, but it wasn't the Hunt for Red October or Patriot Games or Clear and Present Danger kind of Jack Ryan. Anyways, to captain the series to the finish line. While Marvel will keep some scenes and footage from completed episodes, the show will be undergoing drastic changes in favor of a darker direction, more akin to its Netflix predecessor. When filming eventually resumes, Scardapane, who worked on both seasons of The Punisher, has been tasked with penning the new episodes, as well as writing new scenes combined with the footage the studio's already in the bank.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Oh, it's going to be a little tough, I guess, to stitch
That's going to be fucking tough.
Might be a little uneven editing the first couple episodes. The studio has also tapped Loki directors Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead to helm the remaining episodes. The hotly awaited Disney Plus series, which will feature the return of Charlie Cox as the Man Without Fear. The directing duo has received widespread acclaim for their work on the ongoing second season of Loki, with their most recent episode currently sitting at the top as the top-rated installment of the entire series. Wow, really? I mean, it was a fantastic episode.
It was good.
When announced, it was widely reported the first season would consist of 18 episodes, but it sounds like that's no longer the case. As the creative team reworks the entire series, whether that means more or fewer chapters remains to be seen, but it's something we'll keep an eye on moving forward. Although considering Marvel's new stance on Disney Plus content, we wouldn't necessarily be surprised if they ultimately decide to tighten up that episode order. So, with this announcement, we had a new announcement just last night about what Marvel wants to do with their shows, which was the opposite of what that one just stated. So, new report coming out or I guess 2 nights ago. A massive change at Marvel Studios revealed that more multi-season shows are on their way to the MCU, which means fewer limited series projects. To date, nearly all of Marvel's MCU shows on Disney Plus were conceived as limited series. Yes, even the ones that seemed easy to continue, like Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk. Despite that, none of those projects are confirmed to be continuing on the small screen yet. Instead, their hypothetical existence is stuck in perpetual limbo of being a key talking point amongst the fandom, despite Marvel Studios not seeming to listen to audiences' desires. To date, there's only been one live-action MCU series to get a second season, Tom Hiddleston's Loki. Agatha Darkhold Diaries almost counts, but while it serves as a continuation of WandaVision, it's still considered a separate spin-off. No mention of Echo in this one, this article. Recently, news revealed that DareDevil Born Again is getting a hard rework at Marvel Studios despite already filming for several weeks. As shocking as it was for fans to hear, there was some even bigger news alongside that bombshell. The Hollywood Reporter shared a report noting that Marvel Studios and Disney Plus are stepping away from limited series format for its MCU series. According to the outlet, the studio is now planning to produce multi-season serialized TV shows with the intention of having them run several seasons in order to provide enough runway for long-term character and narrative development. Are we happy about this?
I mean, I personally think it's the best position that they could go with because, I mean, the writing is on the wall, baby. Like, it's not hard. And, to realize that they have to focus on more quality than quantity.
Narrative development, sure.
And also that, I think what's going to happen, as long as they don't lay off a bunch of their fucking employees, is it's going to give them more time to, hone their movies that they have coming up, and as well, whatever they plan to release. I think they're already kind of latched in to do Daredevil. Like, they have to do Daredevil at this point. They've talked about it enough. I feel like Echo might fall to the wayside. Like, is that even done filming?
Yeah,
they finished filming that?
They were originally going to dump it in November, December, all 6 episodes Jesus at once. Christ.
So yeah, like there's that, and then like I'm trying to even think. Like, I want to see Agatha. Could care less.
I'll watch it when it shows up, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Yeah, but like the thing is that we kind of cared about that character, but because of the way the story went after Wanda, she wasn't intertwined much, you know what I mean, in anything. She wasn't, she didn't do a little pop-up. She didn't do this or that. Like, there was nothing for us to be like, oh, okay, I want to see this character mess around more in, the universe. Whereas we've seen Loki in different positions messing around, so it's nice to see and actually care about that character. Obviously, it's hard and tough to compare the two, but I was just using it as an example.
Yeah, so one of my complaints is that we see a character show up for 6 episodes and they're gone for, 3 years, forever, 4 years. Like,
hasn't been
in anything since her. Like, there's just too much time between continuing the narrative because they're waiting for a movie in 40 years to bring the character back that you introduced in a television series. So I guess we're getting some kind of continuation with Ms. Marvel, given that The Marvels comes out next week.
2 weeks.
November 10th. So, yeah, next week. It's the 31st today, so Thursday next week. But all reports, it's not looking good box office-wise, apparently, but we're still gonna
I guess the estimate went up in the last couple of days. They said, they said the estimate went up. I'm assuming it's because of new TV spots they released showing the literal fucking cameo. I'm assuming, like, I didn't even look.
I haven't seen it, so
I haven't looked. All I've seen are rumors, and then I saw that they were releasing TV spots, and it said, like, whose friends are these? And I'm like, I don't want to know. I want to find out when I watch the movie.
They were keeping that little tidbit for just before.
Like, fuck. But there's, like, you see the Bifrost in the first trailer of the movie. So I'm going to assume Valkyrie. I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to pull Thor.
She's a big enough cameo for that, is she?
I don't think they're going to pull Thor. But fuck me, maybe.
I would like it to do well just for Iman Vellani. Like, I think
I want it to do well.
Yeah.
Like, I everything, and this is the problem.
I don't think it's gonna make $1 billion, but it'd be nice if it at least doubled its money, so it wasn't a
it would
flop.
I feel like people care about Miss Marvel as a character because of the show. The show did well. I think they maybe have like lost a bunch of the younger audience that was watching the show at the beginning, considering that it started out like very Ferris Bueller slash, you know, Lizzie McGuire esque. I would even say, which is good.
Yeah,
like I don't mind that. That's great.
They weren't going for us. They were going for kids.
They could have played into that right into like half of the season, and then ramped right back up with cool drama.
Yeah.
Like it would have been not hard to do, but instead they were like, third episode, let's just completely not do any of that anymore.
The villain was kind of weird in that show, but she was fantastic.
It was a little weird. So you know, we care about that character. You care about Miss Marvel, or sorry, Captain Marvel. She's in whatever. I cared about Monica Rambeau in the show for WandaVision. And that was it, right? Like, that's all she was.
Yeah. I haven't seen her since.
And
I think.
I tell you right now, the character in the comics is great.
Wait.
Can they...
Was she in Secret Invasion at some point?
I can't remember. She has to be. Spectre, right?
Well, her name
I'm pretty sure.
Comics.
Oh, Proton. That's right.
Well,
sorry.
I don't remember.
I thought they were both. I thought it was like both. The names were like kind of intertwined. I may be wrong. But yeah, like I want to care about that character, but do we? You know what I mean? Like it's like no one really does because they haven't seen her. And I'm worried that they're not gonna.
Was she in the end credits? Fury Saber.
No. I was like, I feel like I would remember that.
Yeah.
Going crazy. So yeah, so it's tough, right? Like, cause like you want to care about the characters, but they're literally marketing it as a three, like as a 3-person movie.
Yeah.
And literally 1/3 of that movie, unfortunately, no one is like, everyone's like, I'm like, if you didn't watch the show, you have no idea who she is. You have no clue.
Yeah, I really don't know if they're gonna now do
sucks.
multiple seasons and continue story arcs over multiple seasons. I really don't know what the strategy would be for bringing them into movies. Maybe just keeping them separate.
Yeah.
So I know they would probably like, you know, it would be hard to judge what B characters you want to do series with that would stay in TV and not want to bring forward, depending on. Well, I mean, I guess they always have the option. If the show's a hit, then we can have them in a movie somewhere down the line. I mean, obviously, everyone's going to be in Secret Wars, but
yeah, I'm trying to think. Other than Miss Marvel, which one started on TV and then made it into movies?
Well,
all the ones that were in movies start. Oh yeah, Charlie
Cox.
Yeah.
Is that kind of it?
I think that's kind of it.
The one to make the transition from TV.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm trying to think. Like, Vision was already in the movies.
Yeah.
Wanda was already in movies.
Yeah, he might be the first and only one so far.
Oh, you know what? Was there one of the agents from WandaVision? Were they in an end credit scene for something? Was Randall Park in something? I feel like that might have been.
He was in Ant-Man. He was in Ant-Man 2. So, but he was in the movie first.
Right, he was in the movie first. Sorry, my bad. See? So, yeah, you...
Yeah, he was in
It's
Ant-Man
tough.
2.
It's tough.
Yeah, so let us know if you think this is a good idea. More continuing series or limited series. Loki has been phenomenal this season.
It's been good.
Super excited for the final 2 episodes. I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going to happen.
I'm sorry. There's only 2 episodes after this?
Yeah. It's 6 episodes. Yeah. 2. Well, so each episode's been about 45 minutes, so we have 90 minutes left of Loki.
Okay.
Yep, thanks.